Thank you again so much for joining me. My name is Matthew Glezos. For those who don't know, I am the co-founder of Toronto DAO. Antoine is with us, who is also one of the co-founders. I am your weekly host for the Toronto DAO Twitter space. We do this every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Occasionally, like a couple weeks ago, I did not join the space because I was abroad, but I am almost always the host. We're very happy to have Unreal Ape here to talk about. I'm gonna mispronounce this, so please forgive me. Um, what? Shoot, hold on one second. Everything's all my computer's being weird because, of course, it does. Um, okay. Sorry about that. Let's just restart. I have Unreal Ape here with me, who's going to talk to us about Panel Haus, and it's looks really interesting to me, and I can't wait to learn more about it. So thank you so much for joining. I do, before we begin, want to ask you one icebreaker question, if that's okay. And do you have a favorite comic growing up?
Oh man, I'm a classic. I just collected some Spider-Man comic books.
Those can be worth a lot of money, can't they? Especially if they're like in primo condition.
Yeah, funny enough, I looked up the ones I had and they were not worth much money at all, actually.
I
But
mean, you still get to read them, right?
yeah, I enjoy. Yeah, exactly. I finally got to open a couple of them at the very least that I was holding on to.
I myself was a big fan of Calvin and Hobbes. I still have all of the books of the collections.
Oh my God, how many are there?
There's a lot. Like I think there's like 15 of them.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I used to read that too.
But
that's
like they
crazy.
overlap. Like for instance, you have one dedicated to just the Sunday the Sunday panels, and you have one like I pretty much have every single Sunday panel in all the other books, right? So um they definitely, if you wanted to make it so all they only had unique comics, you probably could have brought it down to like 4 or 5.
Okay, that's awesome. I love Calvin and Hobbes. How about you,
Yeah,
Tay?
I know.
Any
I
comics?
really I really wish they brought it back because the guy's still alive. He just kind of disappeared.
Oh, interesting. Just sailed
So,
off
hello
into the
guys,
sunset.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
Tay,
hear
how's
you.
it going? Thanks for joining.
Welcome, Tay.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks for having me here. So,
And do you
about
mind
the
answering my
question,
question?
yeah, exactly about the comics. So, I personally did not read any comics back in my day, but instead some manga. So, it's kind of similar. You
That
could
counts.
argue, but
That counts.
but I was not really a manga reader obsessed person. Like I've read maybe like one Dragon Ball manga just to see how it is, and it was really amazing and enjoyable. And with today's tools and everything you got, just imagining doing your own stuff with that will be something really amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to learn more about it. And I don't know, I like comics, and sometimes I work a lot and I don't want to read a book, and I feel like a comic is a nice substitute for that.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like comics are making a big comeback in
Yeah,
general.
so thank you for humoring me, but I have some questions for you that's specifically about Panel House, and I can't wait to hear your answers. So why don't you start off with just telling me what it is and what inspired you to build it?
Yeah, so Panel House is just a comic creation tool. It's a web app, and it's designed to make publishing a little bit more accessible for people. We're trying to make it easy enough for beginners, but robust enough for pros. So, like, you can publish your first 6 to 9 panel comic in under an hour, for example.
Wow. I know
So,
you have like what does it normally take? I know it's more than 6 to 9 hours, but
I mean, I'm not your traditional comic book artist, but depending on the tools that you use, it could take anywhere from hours per panel forget a whole page, maybe even days, depending on what medium you're using. I just made a 4-panel comic in under 3 minutes just before this call. I went from sketch to comic in 3 minutes. So that's the kind of thing we're trying to do. We're trying like we really want to make it easy for people who are complete beginners who have no art talent to just jump in there and get a result, essentially.
So what's the process like? Do you just put in a prompt and say, give me a superhero comic and it produces it, or does it need a bit more information?
Yeah, so you could do that, but we don't really push for that. We prefer someone might come in there with a pencil sketch or something simple that they just drew. Literally, they could have done it just on a piece of paper, take a photo of it, and then put it into the app, and then say, bring this to life, and then you'll end up with a character. And then from there, you can generate a full comic. You can say, take this character and make a manga comic from it. And you can say how many pages, how many panels you want, and it'll give you a little, it'll either give you a full comic or at least a starting point. So what I like to do is I might curate some images outside of the app, from my favorite image generator, then import them, and then I'll use our Panel Haus to like remix. So I might find a mistake and I'll do a quick fix. Maybe I'll knock out the background and then use the character as like a sticker, or maybe I'll clean up the foreground and then use the background and make a composition inside of Panel Haus. So there's a few different ways to go about it.
And like, what are the Web3 elements of a panel house? Is it house or house?
Panel Haus
House.
is how I like to say it.
Okay. Much
we all
enthusiasm. I love it.
we all say it differently though.
Tay, how do you say it?
So I would like to add something to this, just
Yeah, by all means.
people know. So it's not just for AI user enthusiasts here. Panel Haus is also focused on people who want to, like import their own sketches or even drawings, full drawings, where they can leverage our tools, which are not necessarily AI. They can just create their comic by using all the available tools we made in a very intuitive way for traditional comic makers as well. So this is not just solely an AI tool which you use, but you can just also use many different kind of stuff to make your own comic manually.
That's really cool.
But Tay, how do you say it?
Yes,
Panel.
how do you say it?
Panel Haus.
Nice.
Okay, slightly more German.
Yeah, it's the German word. It's very similar to the English one, house.
So
Awesome.
I actually originally I think you asked me what first inspired us to build it.
Oh yes.
So I was originally trying to create educational content around medicinal mushrooms. So I'm super into mushrooms and all the health benefits that they bring, and I wanted to create content leveraging different mushroom IP that I built. So I was making different like YouTube videos and stuff, and I was like, man, how can I break through? I want to use another medium. I want to create comics, and I didn't want to use an expensive comic creator tool, and the free ones were kind of lackluster. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make my own. So I dove in. I invited Tay along, and we built a V1, and eventually that turned into what you see now, which is Panel Haus. We completely rebuilt it from the ground up, and we really like where it's going. The user experience is really great. But that's how it kind of started. We wanted to make our own comics, and now anyone can use this tool to make comics.
That's really interesting. Are you by any chance, like, where are you based right now, if you don't mind me asking?
In Toronto.
Okay, so I have to ask, what's the legal status of mushrooms? Because the stores I'm seeing are just so sophisticated and like beautiful. And if I feel like if it was illegal, they just wouldn't be blatantly selling it like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still illegal here, but it's on the decriminalized edge. So I think largely law enforcement leaves people alone, but when things kind of get out of hand, they step in. So there have been cases where law enforcement has gone after these shops and shut certain operations down. But largely they kind of let it happen. And the law does seem to be transforming to more legalized state. So we'll see what happens. But for me, I was more into like the legal medicinal mushrooms like lion's mane and reishi and cordyceps. Good for your brain, good for your lungs, good for your gut, like that kind of stuff.
That's
Good for your good for your immune system. I'm super into psychedelics too. Don't get me wrong. I would say psychedelics were a gateway into the medicinals, but medicinals are extremely powerful and interesting, and there's a wide open ocean of information to learn there. But that's not for this podcast. We're talking about comics.
The beauty about being a host is that I get to ask some questions that I find interesting.
We can go in any direction you like.
Whether the viewers like it or not. And I just puzzle because I literally have been in sketchier like vegetable stores, and then you walk past this like apple-ish like mushroom store, and I'm like, okay, if you were to guess based on appearances alone which one was illegal, you would say the vegetable store.
That's really funny. Yeah, like the shantytown vegetable store, and then you have like the like perfectly curated mushroom shop with like glass.
Like the vegetable store probably is illegal, as it would probably fail a health inspection.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Really
so thank you for humoring my question about that.
Always.
But yeah, are there any Web3 elements to Panel Haus?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty light on the Web3 elements. Right now, we were thinking about using Panel Haus as an engagement tool for communities. So we wanted to so we have the ability to white label Panel Haus so that it's NFT-gated for various communities. We can theme it to their IP. We can train it on their IP, and then we can unleash it on their community to create community fan art, essentially. So that's one way we're using Web3 literally to gate the app. Aside from that, we don't have any token offering. We don't have anything else going on. Just that. But you can also log in, regularly. We have both right now. We have an NFT gated login, and we have regular login.
That's good. I always feel like you need to have a Web2 element just to embrace the users who won't touch crypto with a 10-foot pole. They do exist.
Even the ones in crypto sometimes don't trust the science, so they just rather log in. So
that's true. So you are in AI generated art, which can sometimes be a sensitive topic for some, as some believe it's taking the work away from actual artists. But how do you think AI can complement artists instead of compete with them?
Yeah, so in the context of Panel Haus, we really focus on remixing AI. So again, like an artist might bring in their work, but then they might notice that they made a mistake, or they might notice some part that they want to change or improve, and it really makes it handy inside of Panel Haus to literally click remix, describe the change you want to make, and press go, and then it gives you the new panel to add to your comic just in seconds. So that's really a nice workflow. Obviously, you can export it, go to your favorite tool like Photoshop and fix it yourself. The tools we have are available to artists already, and artists, I think, at large are using these tools to speed up their workflow. And that's really all this is about, is speeding up what you can do. Now we can ship faster, deliver more to our audience, and that makes our customers happier. And we don't have to stay up late nights getting that same result. We can just do it with a little bit of finesse and speed. So I think that's one way it can help artists. And that's one thing we're just trying to make easier and more accessible.
I also think sometimes it just improves the work of somebody who might not have hired an artist anyways. Like, for example, I'm helping my friend start a moving company, and we designed his business cards using a lot of AI generated artwork, and it does look nice. Like we didn't just, it doesn't look like it was AI generated artwork, and it allowed him to have really, what I think, really nice business cards. Whereas chances are he just would have had a plain white template on Canva or something. Um,
Right. You wouldn't have hired someone
yeah,
in any case.
no artists lost work from this job. He has nicer
Right.
business cards, and and he didn't steal money from somebody.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're also thinking a lot about that. We were going after or exploring the parent toddler angle. So during Halloween, we did costume to comic. So parents could take a photo of their kid in a costume and turn it into a comic book in a few minutes. And they would have never hired an artist to do that in a million years. But to do it in a quick second as a gimmick, like that's really fun. We're also exploring turn your kid's favorite toy into a comic, and it's like kind of aimed at 1 to 5 year olds, where they don't really care too much about the story. It has to kind of make sense and have a theme. But the images are there of a toy that they're currently obsessed with, and as their attention shifts, you can like create stories about whatever they're into in that moment on the fly. And I think that's really cool for parents, grandparents, and eventually the kids themselves. When a kid hits 4 or 5, they can jump in and play with the tool and create their own stories. And I think that can be really interesting.
Oh, I love that. I love that idea. Although I was a child, I was one of the few childs that actually stuck with a toy. My sister was not. She was the one that would like play a toy for 20 minutes and then need a brand new toy.
There you go. So every 20 minutes, you make her a brand new comic. She'd lose her mind.
Yeah, saves parents a lot of money because children's toys are expensive. Oh my god.
Yeah, if you could create a comic series behind a toy, and that would incentivize a kid to stay into the same toy longer, that might save you money.
Because like my sister recently gave birth, and just like looking at the prices of stuff, I'm like, oh my god. Like you think you're buying a Nintendo Switch or something.
Oh my God, yeah. They're just going
It's
up.
even the
Never
cheap
end.
stuff was like it's like $50 to $60.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Imagine, yeah, stepping into a Toys R Us today versus like 1990.
Oh, I just no,
Not
I
that there
just
was
can't
anything.
believe it. Even Play-Doh is expensive now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't even
Anyway,
want to know.
enough reminiscing and me complaining.
Uh,
So yeah,
Tay, do you have anything to add to that, to the AI art debate?
Hey,
Yeah,
I
just yeah. Hello.
no, go ahead.
Sorry.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, sorry. So yes, I have few things to add. Just small things like it's not just about remixing images or like generating images from scratch via AI tools, but also some smaller things like removing background or removing certain objects or person or on a existing picture you uploaded. So it's still an AI tool, obviously, but not in a way you would imagine. Like if I say, "Hey, we're using AI tools for image," they won't think about a simple uh, tool usage like on Photoshop. So it's very convenient. So you would probably save some time and wouldn't need to switch to Photoshop if you need small changes like that. So we have really convenient tools available under our belt.
awesome. And Antoine, you were about to say something.
I went onto the Panel Haus website and it
Anyone
says
still here? Hello.
I need an NFT to access Comic Maker Pro.
What's that, Antoine?
I need an NFT to access Comic
Hello?
Maker Pro on.
You could also just press the regular login, Antoine.
Okay, is it possible to get one of these NFTs?
Yeah, but they're not cheap. The ones that we have whitelisted right now. We could also whitelist your address directly. As we were saying before, we were just experimenting with white labeling Panel Haus for communities, and NFT gating it for those communities. So we're not really using that feature right now, but we're happy to whitelist a wallet if you pass it on to us.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll send you my address. I just want to make some comics for Decentralized Gentlemen Club.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
We
is that
we give a few free AI credits for every account, so you can dive in there and make at least a couple things.
is
Hello,
that what
I'm back.
Sorry, Tay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Sorry.
perfectly.
Yeah, well, I can hear you, Tay.
I don't know if people could hear what I said last time. So
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah.
all right. Just continue. Sorry for the interruption.
No.
Just wanted to make sure.
Is that the Neo Token Citizen Pass that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's the Neo Tokyo S1 Citizen, and then the CyberKong's Genesis NFT. So those are the two right now that are working with that. So unless you happen to own one of those, you can't use it at the moment, unless we whitelist your wallet.
Okay, so is that the experimentation you're referring to, where like you might gatekeep some premium features, or?
We're literally just like it's just for whitelisting the product to different communities for them to use internally with their with their own community members to make fan art.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Can Toronto DAO
Yeah.
get one?
So if someone did that, like if an NFT community decided to do that, we might train their IP on the model, and then it would be easier for their community to just create whatever they wanted from that stuff, and you'd just be able to label it as fan art and like let your community go wild, creating whatever they want, posting it, memes and so on.
Just a small correction here about the CyberKongs that's currently not live, but it's in there. We can push it out anytime. Just want to clear if people check out the website and wonder. All right. Just to clarify.
We should have a Toronto DAO contest with that. That'd be awesome.
Contest? What do you got in mind?
I don't know. They're literally just spitballing here, but it's like something where we get the Toronto DAO people to create something.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we definitely one of our main goals in the short term are to get some test users and get some good feedback, because we like using it, but we don't know what other people think yet. So
yeah, share it in the Telegram and we'll get them to try to use it.
Awesome. I will. I will.
That's
yeah, and so we briefly touched this, but like, who owns the comic once it's like, who owns the rights to it when they use it?
Comic. Tay, you want to take this one? I called you Comic.
We can call him Comic.
Yeah, sure. So who owns it? The creator, of course, because our code is currently only client-sided. So we don't have a back end yet where we save anything what's been made by the creators. So everything is consequently, belonging to the creator.
Awesome. Are you floating the idea of the Panel Haus getting any ownership rights to it, or like a fraction of it, or is that just not on the table?
Yeah, not at the moment. We're not exploring that. At this stage, we're just trying to get people using it, and we're letting them own all their own stuff. And it's kind of to their discernment, right? If they start making SpongeBob SquarePants comics, like, they shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't try to make money off of that, obviously. But that's not up to Panel Haus to gatekeep. In the background, we're using Nano Banana. And really, I think it's on them to stop a lot of those generations, and they do. There's certain things that just won't work if you try to generate it.
Yeah, that's true, and that I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to comment on it. Other than like, don't blatantly rip off established IP.
Yeah, we encourage people to, make their own stuff.
So it
You know,
stays also their
and
own.
taking it from a Web3 angle, some people own the rights to their NFT, and so they might create comics from the NFT that they actually own in their wallet.
Ooh, I didn't
And that
think
would be
about
good.
that. That's a
Yeah, you
really
can
cool
create
idea.
memes, build out your brand, pump your own the project out wide through your own stories. If you check out my Twitter, I've posted the first two comic books of what I call the debugger, and Unreal Ape, which is one of my CyberKong NFTs, goes on a little simulation adventure, and I've made that with Panel Haus.
That's really cool, Antoine. You should do that with your ordinals.
Yeah, I want to try. Yeah, I need
And
more. We need more content.
sorry.
We need more content. We need more art. But it's actually more difficult to generate the art than to upload it onto Bitcoin, which is insane. But that's where we're at right now.
Ooh, I see the thing that you just posted.
Figured it out. Took me 10 minutes, but I figured that.
Oh yeah,
So that gives
that's
you yeah, that pin post gives you a good idea of from sketch to character to comic. And that literally I made just in like 3 minutes before the spaces started.
I love it. I love it. It's really cool. So yeah, Antoine, I don't have any art ideas yet, but I know you do. So you should do this so I can see it.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to log in.
Well, you don't
Trying
have
to
to do it
log in
this
still.
second.
We're gonna need some customer
Wallet
support from Tay for Antoine.
Yeah, it says wallet connected, and then there's a button that says enter comic maker. But then when I go there, it just
If you
oh
try a different browser and then you log in with just your email and don't touch the wallet stuff, you'll have no issues.
I
Try
tried
just a
that,
new
I didn't receive
profile.
the email.
The wallet stuff will only work for whitelisted addresses, so you cannot access it with a wallet yet
Maybe
unless
pass your wallet to me, Antoine, and Tay will whitelist you quickly.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome. We're having a live streaming of creating a comic.
Well,
I wish we had I wish we had a live stream to show all this off. We're actually going to do a workshop on Wednesday, next Wednesday, basically showing off the product and walking people through making a comic. You just have to go to my Stan store. I think that's stan.store/Unreal Ape. We can put that up somewhere, and
Yes, definitely.
it's on my Twitter as well, on my description.
What is Stand Store?
Oh, it's literally like for people who don't have any like technical skills, you can go and make any type of store, like a digital product or like a course, or like they have 6 other different options, and you can just write in, the title, the description, and so on, and it gives you everything you need: the email, the email follow up, the email capture, all the different types of products you want, links, whatever, and it's just one place to house whatever you're trying to sell. So for me, I have some Panel Haus workshops. Some extra packs that you can buy to upgrade your Panel Haus, like sticker sets and stuff. And then I have a book that I released in a separate section, just whatever else I'm up to.
All right, I'd have to give that a shot as well. I'm learning a lot today. That's what I like about these spaces. I personally learn a lot.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So like, what's
I'm about to pin
Ooh.
another thing. The first issue of the debugger I just pinned as well.
How do you, even with Twitter, I'm bad with like, oh, there we go. There we go.
You got it. We're learning. We're learning.
We're learning. Even on Twitter, we're learning. Ooh, that's really cool. It looks like this was taken like a month to build.
Yeah, so this issue, I made it in maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Wow.
and I have 4 issues right now, each made in half an afternoon, a couple hours. And it's been fun making them, and I'm releasing them kind of one by one right now.
All right, I have to look those up myself too. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Of course.
Like, what is the general feedback you've gotten? Because I know you say you like it, but have other people said they like it?
Yeah, so
Sure they-
we've shown a handful of people. People like the results of it. The parents really love it when we do the parent toddler thing. I'll usually like demo, hey, send me your kid's favorite toy. They send it to me. I make the comic. They send me 8 more pictures of toys to make more of them, or they want to know what the next issue looks like, or the kid lights up, all that stuff. So I've been getting good feedback there. We also spoke with Immortal Studios. They're creating comic books, and they have a whole studio around their IP. And so their art department took a quick look at what we're making, and they seem pretty impressed, and they've been exploring ways to integrate it into their ecosystem as well. So that's been fun to explore. So far, good feedback. We really want to get like creators diving in and making their own comics like I have here with the debugger. At that point, we'll get a lot more clarity and feedback, I think.
Is there a common request to be added?
Not yet. Like we don't have enough of people using it to get any comment requests. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome. But yeah, hopefully our own community can give it a try and they can give you some feedback as well.
Yeah, right now the app is totally free, and we have like a special founders pass that we're charging $20 for like the first 25 people. You can also buy that through the Stand Store. And that gives you a few perks, and you can lock in that price. And then the only thing that costs money now is the AI credits. So any extra AI tooling you want to do, that's where it's going to start to cost you.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
What are some of the major milestones you hope to achieve?
Yeah, right now, testers. We want to get some testers, some positive feedback. We're considering, applying to incubators like YC. But, short term, we just want to get some validation, some product market fit.
Ooh, there's a hackathon coming. It's this weekend, right, Antoine?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, you should check. You should. I would go there and just show it to people and see what they think while they're coding.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna come and hack something together myself there.
Oh, okay. You might be busy then.
But maybe I should just use this one. I don't know if we're allowed to bring in products we've been working on for a few weeks. Seems like cheating to me.
I think Antoine's the judge of that, not me.
I swear, we
This
just
one's
started.
a month-long hackathon, so you can just say that you were working on it earlier. That's fine. It's like a.
That's crazy. That's
I don't know if
joke.
I feel like Antoine said the quiet part out loud, but okay.
Thanks, Antoine.
Just space it out on the GitHub appropriately, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just upload it all into GitHub like the hour before.
Yeah, exactly. Tricks of the trade.
Is there anything else about Panel Haus that you want everyone to know?
Tay, I'll let you take this one first while I come up with something.
Oh, need to think first about this one. But so far, I think we conveyed our message and everything what Panel Haus stands for and what it does. So I think I would say that the user can use their creativity limitless in there. So that's all I have to say from the top of my head.
Yeah, if you want to be an early tester, you want to be part of the founding team of creators, the founding creators rather. then either DM me or head to the stand store and grab that spot. Those are limited spots. It locks in that price and it gives you a few extra credits.
Yeah, and again, feel free to share that link in our Are you in our Telegram group?
Yeah, I'm in your Telegram. I think I did share it today, actually.
Okay, well, I always get lost, so I won't mind if you share it a second time.
Okay.
But yeah, this has been great. Thank you so much again for joining us. Thank you, Tay, for the assist as well, and Antoine for setting this up. Antoine, let me know when you create those comics because I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, I will.
Let's do it.
All right.
Appreciate it, guys.
Oh yeah,
Thanks for having me.
One more community announcement. I forgot. We mentioned it briefly, but Antoine, do you want to maybe talk about the hackathon that starts tomorrow?
Yeah, it's just Polkadot hackathon organized by the local Polkadot Toronto community, but it's part of a bigger hackathon. But it's like a Toronto community event that's part of the bigger hackathon. So, how do we get you?
What does that mean?
Like, it's just a online hackathon, but there's an little in-person component to it. I think they're doing it in other cities.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I gotcha. And are there prizes?
There are some prizes. I think there's like $40,000 worth of prizes, but that's for the overall global hackathon. And I believe there's a $3,000 prize just for the local one, but I have to double check that.
I mean, that's still good. Always the hackathons, the prime goal is the prime prize is the product, right? Not the prize, but it's nice
It's
to
the
get
learning, it's the connections.
The prize is the friends you make along the way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like if you can make enough money to pay for your travel costs, that's really good.
Travel costs. People are going far and wide.
Well, a lot of people go to hackathons internationally. Maybe that's where that's coming from. I guess if you're in Toronto, you just have to pay for the TTC. But
yes, there should be a TTC prize.
But there's free food, so that's a benefit. And just the learning and being able to focus for 2 days, hyper focus on building something, you get a lot done. And if you've never done that before, you'll be surprised by how much you achieve.
But I do think it would be funny if you have a TTC prize where the prize is just enough to pay for your TTC fare.
So you said it was like multiple weeks. So is it like 2 days in person and then the teams continue afterwards, or what's the deal?
Yeah, so this is a hackathon. You don't even need to come to this one to be part of the hackathon because it's online. But just look up Polkadot Builder Party Toronto to find the event page.
All right.
And to be honest, I'm kind of busy. Can I just show up and just see what the vibe is?
Just sign up to the event page. It helps us. If you do
I will, but they specifically said I had to be a part of the main hackathon to do it, which is why I haven't yet.
Well, I would say you can show up, but just sign up. At least just give it a try.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for the additional info. But yeah, once again, thank you everyone for joining us. My name is Matthew Glezos. We do this every week, so stay tuned for our space next week. And I hope everyone has a great weekend up ahead. And for those who are hacking in the hackathon, happy hacking.
Good.
Take care.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.